What are you talking about?
The first sin.
When Cain killed Abel.
Well,
And then before that, it was when Eve listened to the serpent.
and before that.
What are you talking about? There was nobody there before that.
The first sin that had is when the watchers watched the women and said, let me go and deal with women and then children.
That is not at all what happened.
There were no men and women before.
That, first of all, no. What he's doing is he's reading the book of Enoch. And he thinks that an angel from above came down and had sex with a human being. And note it in a book. He said, write it on a table and note it in a book. Who did he tell this to? Isaiah. So now what? Because Isaiah is a man and he was told by God to write something, now because a man wrote it, now we're not going to listen to the book of Isaiah? Really? Left from Haiti. Well, tell us what we not doing and doing. You have no idea who we are. You have no idea who you talking to. We in Haiti right now. Matter of fact, Infrared, we was the only ones that spoke the barbecue.
There you go.
We was the only ones that spoke the barbecue. We spoke to barbecue. You go watch the interview. It's online. It's online. Type in IUIC and barbecue in Haiti. We talked to him repeatedly, and we went there in the war-torn country that it is, and still taught the people. Tell us what we ain't doing. Read
the book of John 3 verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life.
So that's the only thing that they read out the Bible. What that mean? It mean God love everybody, right? Okay, give me James 4:4. I got a question for you. It said God so loved the world, right? Meaning God love everybody, right? Okay. James 4:4. James right after Hebrews. Right before Peter's chapter 4, verse 4. Watch this.
The book of James 4 verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
Wait a minute, I thought God so loved the world. He said if you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of God.
So which world you talking about?
Ah! Which world was John 3:16 talking about?
We come up.
No. Isaiah 45:17.
Bring it out.
I'm going to show you. This is why we got to read and understand. Read.
The book of Isaiah 45 verse 17. But Israel shall be safe in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed nor confounded. World without end.
What without end?
World without end.
Israel is a world without end. John 18:20. Show you someplace else. So, in the book of John chapter 3, who's speaking? 18 chapter 20th verse. Who's speaking in John chapter 3?
Teach.
Nope. What does John 3:14 say? But you memorize John 3:16 though. What does 2 verses above it say? What does the verse underneath it say? John 18:20.
This is the book of John, chapter 18 and verse 20. Jesus answered and said, Jesus answered him, I spake openly to the world.
I spake openly to the world, right?
I ever taught in the synagogue and in the temples, whether the Jews always resort.
So if he spoke openly to the world, he said he taught in the synagogue and in the temple where the Jews were. So who was the world that he was talking openly to? The Jews.
Jewish word.
The Jews. Jewish is a modern term. That's not biblical. Jews were taught by Christ. Christ taught the Jews. The world that he taught was the Jews.
So is the Jews, the tribe of Israel, the Judah, Benjamin, and Levi?
Yes. The kingdom of Judah.
Three tribes.
Yeah. The kingdom of Judah.
So just the three tribes.
Yes. The Jews.
Yeah.
The kingdom of Judah is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
That's right.
Those three make up what they call the Jews in the New Testament. Because they were all together still. The 10 tribes were scattered abroad. All right? Now watch this. Verse 1 in John 3. What's your name? John? Jonathan? Okay. Who was Jonathan in the Bible?
David's friend.
Yeah, that's right. David's best friend. Now watch this. Here's why Christianity does us no justice.
You know?
Right? Because you quoted John 3:16. Let's find out what the context of the chapter is. Alright? Verse 1.
The book of John, chapter 3 and verse 1. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews.
So who we talking about? A man named Nicodemus. He was a ruler of the Jews. Read.
The same came to Jesus by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from God.
Now, why would he have to come to Jesus by night?
A Jew, the poor, who they say is Jew.
No. You're talking about a publican and a tax collector.
Yeah, tax collector. This was it.
Nicodemus wasn't a tax collector. He was a Pharisee. But why did he come to Jesus at night?
Because of fear.
Because of fear of who?
Your own people.
His own people. He came to Christ by night because the leaders, the elders, the chief priests, they wanted to kill Christ. So Nicodemus believed the things that Christ was teaching. And he went to him secretly. And this is a conversation between Jesus Christ and Nicodemus at night, secretly. Read.
For no man can do this miracle that thou doest, except God be with him.
Because he understood, like, damn, bro, ain't no way in hell you doing the stuff that you doing, preaching it the way you preaching it, and performing miracles if God ain't with you.
Yes.
We understood as a people how to recognize God in one another. We don't do that today. One second. Now watch this. Verse 14.
Verse 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness.
You hear it, Jonathan? As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness,
even so must the Son of Man be lifted up.
Even so must the Son of Man be lifted up,
that whosoever believe in him should not perish.
What that sound like? As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, why would he be bringing up Old Testament history?
Something like the, to me, this is how I think here, right? It's something like, when you say lift up the serpent, right? It's something like the medical sign. It's something like the medical sign thing. Like if you lift up the serpent and say, oh, this is healing, representing healing. The serpent, when the stick up in the air, is about healing.
Where do you think the medical system got that from? Our book. Now, he's referencing Numbers chapter 21. When the people disobeyed God, and serpents came and bit the people, and they was poisoned. God told Moses, make a serpent, set it on a pole. Whoever looks on it, they'll be healed.
Verse 16. For God so loved the world.
God so loved the world. What world? Israel. The world of Israel. You understand? Read. Yes.
That he gave his only begotten Son.
Now, who was Israel prophesied? Who was prophesied that Christ would come to? Israel. got Isaiah 53. He was wounded for our transgression. He was bruised for our iniquities. Remember the words, right? All of that was to Israel. He gave his only begotten son to Israel.
The Bible and the laws, everything was written for Israel.
That's it.
Because it was a group of people, and there was a personal thing between them and God, and everybody else wasn't existing in the world.
Now who?
The Bible basically is that.
Who?
We understand.
Who? You're right. Nobody matters to God except us.
It's a biased thing.
Yes, it's very biased.
Very biased.
Very biased. Yes.
It's a fact.
Yes. The Bible is a biased book for one people. Only for that one people.
And that's the fact.
Yes, that's a fact. Yes. Don't Chinese people got their own God?
Yeah, everybody got a nation, got their own thing.
But black people don't.
We think is one thing and this, and nobody else involved in it.
We go to everybody else's God. So where's ours? Once we start teaching them what he looked like, they say, "No, that's the devil."
For me,
not this one over there.
what I see, right? As the reason to what I see is me level.
No, they say that.
Is that I see it, right? Is that God, right? And Israel, right? To me, I see is as children of one as family.
Yes.
For example, no, instead of saying God, you could say, "Yo, this is my father or great grandfather ancestor," because it's actually blood that. This is me family this.
Yes.
So you know it's a divine being in a flesh.
I'm gonna show you that.
Or an L like that.
I'm gonna show you that. Matthew 6:9.
That's how I see it.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 9. After this manner, therefore, pray ye, our Father which art...
Our what? Don't read so fast. Our what?
Our Father!
Our what?
Our Father!
God is our Father.
That's right.
We are the sons of God. Right. And being the sons of God, we have to listen to what our Father said. Right. When you don't listen to what your Father tells you, there are punishments.
Right. And to me, understanding the punishment is this.
Yes. Yes, that's on you. That's on our people. This is a curse of Deuteronomy 28. This is a curse of Deuteronomy 28. These are curses of Deuteronomy 28. All of these things are curses of Deuteronomy 28. We talking to him. He believes it's a curse.
That's right.
The Bible said it's a curse. Curse, punishment is the same thing.
I would say effect like the pain.
Cause, effect, punishment, cursing, it's all the same thing. The reason why we're not blessed and we're punished or cursed because we disobeyed God. What do we disobey?
What was the sin? The beginning of the sin.
What are you talking about?
The first sin.
When Cain killed Abel. And then before that, it was when Eve listened to the serpent.
And before that.
What are you talking about? There was nobody there before that.
The first sin that had is when the watchers watched the women and said, "Let me go and deal with women and make children."
That is not at all what happened.
There were no men and women before.
That, first of all, no. What he's doing is he's reading the book of Enoch. And he thinks that an angel from above came down and had sex with a human being.
So I think that the angel is black people.
No. That's not what you're saying, because I know the book of Enoch. I know it. What you're saying is quoting the book of Enoch. That's why you use the term the watchers. I'm not letting you slide with just that.
But if you check who's the watcher, they will tell you watching the same energy will come through. The Elohims. Then it's
No, you're wrong. The sons of God were the children of Adam. That's who it was.
Now who is that?
You're looking at them. They were later named after the flood, Israel. Before the flood, they were named sons of God. After the flood, we're Israel now. Still the sons of God.
That's right. So who was the other people who were paid?
Does it matter?
Yes, it matters because it's paid to them.
Okay. What are you prepared to do to change your life to get right with your God? And then I'll give you that answer.
Well, I can't do.
Yeah.
The first thing I have to do is who's your God. First, before you even start changing to something.
The creator of heaven and earth, the one that gave us this book.
Yeah, but this is just a rounded talking, but you gotta go more deep to know that you gotta look, for example.
So what's your question about your God?
what I would say, right, is that I never see them come to argue. Everything is a rewritten thing. Yeah, I know the scripture is written past.
What?
No, God never talked to me.
What?
Yeah.
He's not going to. You want to know what he's going to use? Us. His prophets. Give me Isaiah 30.
Then Jesus, before when he was being resurrected into heaven, did he not tell his disciples to go and talk to people?
Yes.
So this is not a way of saying he used us?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to explain to him. He's using us. God is not going to, I already told you this earlier. God wrote, he used men and spoke to men to write down everything that he needed to write. After those men are done and finished, he don't need nobody else to write nothing. Go back and read it. You can read. Don't give me that shit. You can read. We're not going off of what ifs. You can read, infrared. You can read. You can read. We ain't talking about other people that can't read. You can. So what are you prepared to do for your God? Nothing. Read. Isaiah 30, verse 8 and 9.
Isaiah chapter 20 and verse 8. Now go, write it before them in a table and note it in a book.
He said write it on a table and note it in a book. Who did he tell this to? Isaiah. So now what? Because Isaiah is a man and he was told by God to write something. Now, because a man wrote it, now we're not going to listen to the book of Isaiah? Really? Read.
That it may be for the time to come forever and ever.
He said, write this in a table and note it in a book that it can be for the time to come. We're going to show you, because this is that time that's coming. Read.
Verse 9. That this is a rebellious people.
We are rebellious. Read.
Lying children.
We lying children. Oh, God talk to me all the time. You lying.
That's right.
God ain't talking to nobody face to face no more. He using the Bible to do it. Read.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Children that will not hear what?
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Our people don't want to hear the law of the Lord. They don't. They want to hear that the law is done away with.
Right.
They want to hear that all we got to do is just feel good. All we got to do is just act as if. How you know who she is and who she ain't? Judge not by the appearance. You could come sis. Come sis. Sis, come. What we're doing is teaching our history. What we're doing is we're teaching our history. You can't judge your own house. How you gonna judge her and tell her it's not for her? Come on, man. Who said Indian ain't a part of this? You said that. You said all of this is a lie because they supposed to be black. Because you judge based on appearance. Like black people can't create all colors. Like black people didn't intermingle with people before. Come on, man. Give me verse 9 again.
Verse 9.
This is why Isaiah wrote this right now.
Verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not.
They say to us, the seers, see not. Don't see my sin. Let me do what I'm going to do. Read.
See not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us the right thing. Speak unto us smooth things.
They want us to teach smooth things. Like, yes, Queen Mother, y'all better get y'all life together. Y'all better start dressing modestly.
That's right.
That's what our people need to hear. If not, they're going to have more and more single mothers. More and more men that's like, well, God put us here to have sex anyway. Nah, bruh. God put us here to be righteous.
That's right.
God put us here to be an example to the unrighteous. He set us here to rule this earth powered by his laws.
That's right.
Because we don't see that in ourselves, we can't see this as being a true book.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.